What up, peeps? Welcome to the Kisscapades podcast. I'm your host, John Telewa, aka the Kissbandit. And in this show, we explore the key elements that shape our fulfilling existence, from health and well-being to financial success, meaningful relationships, and the pursuit of happiness. We cover it all. Our guests include experts, professionals, and everyday individuals who have remarkable stories to tell. Tune in to learn practical tips, gain valuable insights, and discover strategies for personal growth and transformation. Whether you're seeking to improve your health, build your wealth, enhance relationships, or find lasting happiness, we got you covered. Welcome to today's episode. Yes, welcome to another episode. I do have a very special, and I mean special guest here. Why are you laughing? Eh?
It's flattering.
But you are special. I
Thank
think
you.
from whatever I've seen so far, trust me,
Thank
you're on that path. You're on that path. So now, just before we start, introduce yourself. Let the people know who you are, what you do, and then we can just jump straight to it.
Okay, cool. So my name is Sisinei Parmares, and I do a lot of stuff. I will consider myself a TikToker, a content creator, an entrepreneur, and a social media manager.
I do social media management as well.
Yes, I do.
Okay, hey, assistant, you hear this, eh? You hear this?
Yeah.
But anyway, you know how I bumped into your profile on TikTok. And I think TikTok has so many unique people, personalities, and just even how people grind. And actually how I found you, it's like, I think it was through a post that popped up was, I think, to do with thrifting.
Yeah.
You're showing how you wake up in the morning, you strap the boots up and actually go to Gikosh, pick all the clothes and stuff, and then you show the whole process.
Yeah.
People don't steal phones there?
They do. You just have to be really.
Okay, so anyway, but just taking people through the whole process, choosing different tops, and I just found that really unique because most people just want to do thrifting, like they post clothes and stuff, but for you include like your personality and stuff, and the swag was there. The outfits I'm seeing there, I was just like, okay, now that would be a reason for me to actually buy clothes.
Thank you.
But just speaking of just TikTok, how has that like just transformed how you move as an entrepreneur before I just get into more details?
TikTok has been a very good place to market myself.
Mm-hmm.
When TikTok first came to Kenya, I thought it was very cringe and funny because I am a dancer and TikTok started as a dancing app, but I am very self-aware or too aware when it comes to dancing online.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to see TikTok just as a place where you're supposed to dance, yeah? And I don't like dancing in public. So I was like, no, I am not doing this TikTok thing. But then I started consuming a lot of TikTok content, and I knew if I ever want to do TikTok, I'd do it in a very different way. So that's just what I did.
And you just decided, you know what, let me just try and...
Yeah.
What, do you remember your first post?
I don't think I remember. Maybe a very short vlog, because I was showing, I was coming from work. At that time, I was working night shift. So I was just showing
Night
people.
shift where?
Garden City. I was in customer service
Customer
for
service.
so many months. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what line of work? So
It's like
something you studied in school or?
no, you just go for training and then they ascertain whether you can be able to deal with international clients, whether you're a good timekeeper, whether you can be able to type really fast, whether you can grasp information because you can be moved from one campaign to another.
Do you want to name the company or
Yeah,
no?
yeah, it's called CCI Kenya.
CCI Kenya?
Yeah.
So what did you study in school?
I did business administration, business management and admin.
To what level?
Just diploma. I didn't want to do the course because I didn't want to do a course that has maths. Yeah, and then my dad said, I think you'd be really good in marketing, so why don't you do a course that has marketing plus other things? So you can have the marketing, you can know how to do the ledgers, you just learn a lot. It even has procurement.
That's interesting because I think now that's like a ground base for everything. And then from there, whatever you want to specialize in,
You can blend in na hiyo.
Yeah.
But at that time nilikuwa Stucky.
Okay, so what did you want to do initially before like your dad told you like, okay, I think this is the right path for you?
I wanted to do agriculture.
Agriculture?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so why? I just have to ask why.
It's in my background. My mom is a farmer. My mom has been a farmer all our lives. So it has grown on me. Like I just knew this is what I want to do. I want to have my own cows. I want to have my own cuckoos. I want to have pigs. Like I knew that is the path I want to take.
Is she disappointed in you now?
No, she's not. She actually doesn't know that's like I wanted to do agri because of her. We've never had the conversation.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I had the
Wouldn't you
realization like way later.
It was just something you didn't even know where it's coming from, but kumbe it's your mom, the
this
biggest
is what
influence.
happened. Around hapo form 3 nilifukuzwa shule. So, nimekuwa a very polite student, high school, primary, mini prefect, mini nini, and then that happens. So, I didn't even want to kuwasumbua anymore after form 4. Like, you guys think I should do business school?
Yeah.
Like,
I've already stressed you enough. Yeah.
Exactly. So, whatever you say goes. So, when I was talking to my dad, I was like, just do it. If you don't like it, you'll just change to something else. Like, that's the benefit of having a parent who enye mneza discuss.
Have that dialogue.
Exactly.
See ati, it's either my way or the highway.
No, aliniambia fanya one sem. If you don't like it, do another course until you find something that you want to do.
And I think that's important because like now you live and realize like there's so many people who like just end up doing courses and they never even actually end up
Exactly. And you're not happy.
You're not happy, one. And two, you'll not even focus on that career.
So just have dead papers.
And money that's been spent.
No, and the time.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think if you're a parent and you're out there, just keep an open mind because things are also changing so fast. Maybe something that you actually think would have worked a few years back
is not
marketable
right now.
Irrelevant. Okay, so now back to TikTok. So how do you end up like now even just getting into like the thrift business before I go like now exactly to your TikTok numbers?
So my campus was in Nairobi, like town, and I live in Thika, yeah?
Even now you live in Thika?
Yeah, I live in Thika.
You've come from Thika now?
No, I slept at my sister's last night because I knew I had to be here very early.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Don't do that.
Okay.
So,
okay.
So commute ya kutoka Thika mpaka Tao daily for school. I'm getting there. So I lost my phone because sikuwa nimezoea Nairobi. So nilikuwa naongea na simu tu kwa and then it was snatched. So when he first year hauna smartphone, niko na kabambe because who's gonna buy you another phone? Ndio ulipoteza yako.
Yeah.
So I lose my phone and then all the communication is done via our WhatsApp group. So mwalimu anaweza sema I am not coming to class and you have like a 7 a.m. class. That means I have to leave Thika at 5:30 so that I make the 7 a.m. class. So nimeenda
It has already been cancelled.
Nimefika huko Risambo, mtu ako like shish. Sisinei hana smartphone. So ananitext ananiambia mwalimu alisema hakuji class at 7 and then I can't go back home because I have another class at like 3.
Yeah.
3 p.m. So hakuna haja ya nirudi home and I still have another class. So nikaanza kwenda Gikomba for fun.
Just like that?
Because it's early and I love clothes. So I'll just go thrift kidogo, nijuejue mashimo, and then I go back to
school now for the other class
for the other class sasa. Alafu nikienda class I have the tops, I have sijui nini or hata kwanza zenye nimevaa kwa mwili mtu ako like niko na date on Friday so can you give me that enda tu uoshe ama tu nitolee tu sasa nikupe hoodie. So nikawapea for like 3 weeks and then niko like wait na shina nikiwapea nguo na mimi sibaki bila nguo like I need clothes, I need money to replace the clothes that you guys have taken. So nikaanza kuwauzia and they were really supportive, like my classmates were super supportive. Then kuna hizi courses zenye mnafanya, what are they called? Like we're doing different courses but we have a main course.
Yeah.
Something. It has a name. So pia how when you tulikuwa now those other classes they started buying from me as well. That's how it started.
And you just turned it into
a business.
Business.
I had a really like close friend and she was also really good with thrifting, so we made it our thing.
So after this is when you now discovered like marketing yourself through TikTok, then because then it was just school.
Then it was just school.
Yeah.
Just cool.
So you're not selling to even outsiders or anything?
No, just my classmates.
But I'm guessing that's already money, cash flow already coming in.
It was so exciting. Like even you're looking forward to a teacher cancelling that morning class.
Because you're like, at least I get to sell. Yeah.
And then then I come back with stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, or you find someone anakwambia nipeleke Gikomba.
Mm-hmm.
They go, they get tired, they get mad because they don't necessarily enjoy the thrifting process.
Yeah.
So they're like, you know what, I'll just give you the money, you just go shop and then I'll pay you for the day.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's
so
interesting.
most of this just came from my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then now fast forward, TikTok comes here.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying a challenge, like I wanted to know, because every little thing nilikuwa nafanya kidogo, I'm like, oh, cool, nice views, and then I stopped. So I wanted to know if I do TikToks consistently for like 30 days, what is going to happen. So when I started like vlogging, the idea was just to show how my day goes. I love eating out. I love hanging out. Exactly. So that's what I used to do. And then I ran out of footage that a day in the life. But I still have this challenge, a TikTok a day for 30 days.
You have to do it 30 days.
Exactly. So I was like, you know what? I have footage from Gikomba because I always have my phone out. It doesn't matter.
You record.
Like, I just have footage.
I respect that because that's kind of my thing. Like I just like my friends always like, why are you recording all the time? I'm like, bro, relax.
And now they're the same people who are going to ask you for photos later, yeah?
Of course. Photos.
Videos.
Or if some... Kwanza, you're the best photographer in video. Do you have pictures from Sijui wapi? Like, I got you.
You know, like in your time, they're trolling you, right?
Of course. So
I'm like, okay, let me just post this. So I post and I get off TikTok. Because
you're not paying attention to it. You're just like,
And then I come back, the video is like over 200K views in a day. And then my thrift page on IG had like 300 followers. It shot to like 1,000 followers.
People.
All the stock I had, even stock for like months ago, yote
gone.
Even people started like paying before. Like someone tells you, you know what?
Yeah.
You're bringing stock next week on Wednesday. Let me pay for 4. They're like, this is my size.
I don't even know what you're going to get, but
I've never
whatever.
met this person.
Yeah.
I don't know them. They don't know me. No phone call, no nothing.
I respect that.
They just send the money. So I now started shifting my audience from just consuming the content for fun, blah, blah, blah.
Actually,
and now to their marketing.
Now,
Yeah.
And how's that going? How is that feeling though?
At first, it looked confusing because now I'm wondering, am I a vlogger?
Yeah.
Am I a salesperson? Will the people who had initially followed me for the food and travel content?
Yeah. Will they still appreciate what I'm actually?
But they do. They really, really appreciate it. Yeah, because you humanitize your brand.
Of course.
Yeah, like people actually know. Even if she eats out all the time, we can actually see where the money comes from.
We know where the money is coming from.
Yeah.
Because like nowadays, even social media pressure and stuff.
Exactly.
And do you think you've ever felt like the pressure to put out something that's not you? Because now the numbers are running up.
No.
And you're like, okay, I think I need to do something extra kidogo, Today we are popping bottles, nini.
I have never had peer pressure or FOMO. Like if I do something, it's because I really, really want to do it.
No peer pressure at all?
No peer pressure.
In 2023?
No peer pressure. I think it's because I have older siblings. So they've gone through all those things.
You've seen the good and the bad things
already
that can come from those situations.
So I'm just like stepping into their footsteps. Sometimes naenda kando kidogo because it's not going to work for me. But
of course.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't want to make the same mistake that
you
actually saw somebody making.
Yeah, they've laid a very, very good foundation for me because I am 22, I'm turning 23 this year, and my older brother is like 33, 34. Yeah.
What's going on with this generation, man? We're so much. 22 is just like...
It's the exposure.
Super childish here.
It's the exposure. Because you see what other 22-year-olds are doing. You're like, you know what? I can actually do this. That's another thing about me. Like, I feel like I can do anything.
That's nice. And, okay, first of all, you also, like, mentioned that you don't drink.
No.
And even when we're talking about, like, just pressure, like, also at 22, the pressure for drinking and stuff is...
People even offer to pay me to take shots. They're like 5K, no, 10K, 15K, just take a shot. We're going to, and they have the money. But
and you're like, no.
Nah.
So have you ever tasted alcohol?
No, I've never tasted alcohol.
Ever?
I've never tasted alcohol.
Have you smoked something before?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm actually talking about shisha, but if that other thing is the one that you're talking about, because you've said it so confident, like, yeah,
It's the
like
truth.
it's okay. So, on a day-to-day basis, you'd just prefer to be sober, or
That's my life. I'm just sober. Okay, when you say sober, I think sober applies
no,
to
like
someone who used
no,
to drink.
no. I'm just saying, like, because 22-year-olds, it's campus. Like when you see like online right now, like most of your age mates are really turning up.
It's normal. It's actually abnormal for me not to drink.
Yes,
Yeah.
because people are like, yo, Connie, what's up? People don't
buy
think you're
alcohol
strange.
and
You
then they
don't.
just pass. They think I'm strange. Like at something,
That's what I'm
I have to
saying,
tell
yeah.
people like I'm pregnant or to do what, because they're really,
So they
really
just leave you
insistent.
alone, yani.
Yeah, they just leave me alone.
But that's a really good self-drive, and I think that's a really good foundation that you're also setting for yourself.
Thank you.
And of course, if anyone is dating you, like, you'd be the best girlfriend.
Well.
Okay, maybe it comes with some disadvantages, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe on the flip side, there's other. But I'm talking about like how people waste money going clubs. Clubs can be really expensive, and also just going out in general.
They are, because as it is, I love going out with my friends, yeah? I love concerts, I go out. I just don't drink, but it's expensive as it is.
Yeah,
So
let's
now,
not hide your pretty face.
So now I'm wondering if it's expensive for me and I'm not buying alcohol.
Can you imagine?
How expensive
Is
it for someone who's actually buying bottles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, like just shifting just a bit from that, like other co-curriculars, like you've mentioned, you love, is it exploring new
Yeah.
places to eat or
I just-
traveling? What's your thing?
Both. I love seeing new places. Like I keep wondering if it's not me who's supposed to see these places,
Who else?
who else?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, plus when is the best time? Like say I do not have a child, I live at home, so I don't have rent. So why wouldn't I just go and like see these places?
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus it makes me feel so good and it's so fulfilling and rewarding. So zingine utaenda ukwe broke, but you have the memories and you feel you're broke
Now
and
you
happy.
see. Okay, now even that's a good segue, because now I'd ask, like, at 22, do you feel any need, or do you think there's any importance for you to just learn how to save money right now? Because like for me, the only thing that I keep preaching a lot, and even like on my platform at times, it's always like I'm always talking about finances a lot. Because I think like at 22, if you figure out how to just balance out your cash, save and stuff on, because you can just save and then invest in the future later on, but just saving or stashing some cash aside.
Yeah, that's true. But especially if you like figure out what investment can work for you. Because if you save a whole lot of money, you're better than someone who hasn't saved, but there's no much difference because you guys are both stagnant.
Yes.
Both of you are stagnant. So if
Yeah.
you like have a balance, like, I have saved for a rainy day, I have saved for an emergency, but at the same time, I have some more money that is working for me. It's not always me, I'm working for the money.
Okay, so what kind of investments are you thinking of? Even if you haven't gotten into them yet, but do you save? Let's start with that.
Yes, I'm very, very good at saving. At
Oh,
some
you
point,
just said
nilikuwa
like
na save
afadhali
excess.
I go broke even as long as I'm happy.
No,
That's scary
broke
to
is
hear.
like-
If somebody saying that is like, hey,
Broke is like I have 20K and I'm supposed to travel with it.
Yeah.
So if you travel and you use 18K, now you're broke in the traveling aspect because you will have gone to like 2 other places, right?
makes sense.
Yes. But you have, the budget was already there. It's just that it's depleted. So you're like, I no longer have the 20K for traveling. But you had a plan. You actually knew this 20K, ikipita 20K, I'm supposed to go home. Or ikifika 15, I'm supposed to start packing and going back home.
True.
Yeah. So I am all for saving, but at the same time, I'd prefer if you save and at the same time you invest. Because hiyo ni pesa yako imelala tu
True.
hapo. Why would you do that?
Now I'm very good now in terms of investments, but I'll say modern ways of investments with digital assets and all that stuff.
I would love to learn more about digital assets because how I learned investments you must have like a tangible idea. Like umeenda ukanunua pombe moja ukauza.
So let's talk about maybe like the investments that you think or you've learned about and you think you can apply now that you know of, and then I'll talk about I'll mention some that maybe you can try and think of getting into. Okay. So when you talk about investment, ideally, just hypothetically, let's say I gave Sisinei like 1 million.
Anafaa kunipea, si ndio?
Yeah. So let's start with that. Hypothetically. You never know.
I would want to not put it all in one basket. Like there's crypto, there's buying shares, there's nini. But why wouldn't I just stretch it out and make sure it's not all set in one thing? Like if I'm thinking of buying land, for example, nisichukue yote, you buy na your land. Yeah.
Okay, sawa. That's good. You've mentioned a couple of things, but let's say, forget about the ones you're thinking of. Let's say now you have money, like maybe money stashed aside. What's the one or two things that you're thinking of? Like, I just want to start by buying A, B, C, and D. Like, what are the things that you'd want to buy now? Like you said, we're going with your theory now for tangible things that you unashika. Because hizo umesema crypto na shares, hizo achana nazo. Because hizo those are digital. So I want to know about these things that you're saying are tangible. What would you...
I will definitely go for beauty because women will always buy things.
Oh yeah, true.
Whether it's hair, whether it's makeup, whether it's clothes, you will never go wrong with that.
Yeah.
You just have to have a very good strategy.
Yeah.
So that's one. And then the other one, people are always building. I don't know, tunasemanga Kenya hakuna pesa, but ushaenda ukapata hardware imefungwa.
Ni wewe hauna pesa.
Ni wewe peke yako, just you. So I will definitely go into hiyo biashara ya hardware. Now where do we classify it? Is that real estate? Or real estate is actually now where
no, real estate now it's like property. Now I think either you're getting commissions from selling or actually building and selling, or just building and renting.
Yeah, so I definitely do the beauty, I definitely do the hardware stuff, and also importing car parts. Yeah, because watu wataiacha kuendesha gari and hazitaiacha kuharibika.
Na accidents hazita
always happen, yeah.
Friday, Saturday, you'll be getting those phone calls.
Mtu amepack vibaya.
No, but I think those are good examples that you've given, and not what I was expecting, but it actually makes sense because...
What were you expecting?
Of course, the usual. Land and property, that's what people say. That's just, if you ask me, I'm always saying that's just rubbish, by the way. So, I mean, you can quote me on that, but that's just rubbish because if you need to liquidate it, it's tricky. Yeah. If you're caught in a scandal, you lose everything.
Exactly.
And it's like right now in the modern situation, like you have so many other options where you can just push your money back and forth. You can do, like you've said, crypto is good. You can get into government bonds. You can buy local shares and stuff.
I feel so dumb when people start talking about crypto. Like,
why?
I have like a rough idea about the blockchains, but I can't explain to another person. Like, well, I'd want to...
No, you mentioned blockchain. What's blockchain?
Bruh. As I was saying... Don't put me on the spot like that.
Yeah, no, sorry. Just wanted to throw it there because that's one of the most things that anyone mention crypto. If somebody doesn't know, they'll always say blockchain. If they throw in blockchain there, it confuses somebody, of course, who doesn't know about crypto. But crypto is like a very good thing that you can invest on because it's... I don't know whether we can say it's a security or an exchange, but I don't want to throw terms that will confuse people. But we can also call it like a payment system. Also something like, let's say, M-Pesa.
Okay,
M-Pesa was down for the past 24... not 24, like 40. We're still even now.
Some people are still struggling with it.
Even for me, I've had to go to the mall just to withdraw cash because everything is just mobile to...
Mobile bank mobile
exactly.
The payments.
So
I freaked out. Like,
if I didn't have electricity today, we wouldn't have shot this. Imagine.
Exactly.
Because even with cash now, I still have to look for M-Pesa to... Agents are not working.
Yeah.
But anyway, crypto comes in as well also in payment systems. It's a digital asset that's still gaining like just momentum in different other spaces. So it's an asset that actually also is gaining value if you invest into it. It might be like by 2%, 5%, 50% or 400% by next year.
Why does it look riskier than other? Or
Risky
because
in
we don't
way?
have enough information.
Because that hardware can't be burnt down by maandamano people.
Bruh, me, I don't know. Like, it's
is that
so
what
scary.
You're saying?
It's so scary.
In what way?
I think it's because I do not have enough information about it. So I feel like I'm diving into something that I don't know.
No, you've mentioned hardware. Maandamano people can come beba everything in your hardware. Sindio? You've mentioned what else? Let's go with farming. If livestock gets like, a disease or something. Yeah. Locust can an infestation of something.
But I think everything has a risk.
Everything. But the advantages I can say that are there in like digital assets. It's if you need to liquidate. If let's say you have 1 million invested somewhere in a building, if you need that money urgently tomorrow,
You're gonna get it.
yeah, so you just liquidate. You just convert it to cash. Okay, on the flip side, if you have a building or a space that's worth 1M and you need, let's say even if it's for medical care, worst case scenario, how do you sell or how do you liquidate that, Nini?
Yeah.
Because the whole idea of business, even the way, let's say you move with your thrift clothes, see, it's like, yo, I need cash in, coming out,
Yeah.
coming in, coming out.
Yeah.
Maybe there's somebody who said like, okay, tukona like 2 or 3 bales, tuna need
Kutoa.
yeah, you have some nice
clear.
crop tops here, some fancy jeans and nini. If you need that cash instantly, you can liquidate your asset, buy your product, flip it, and go back by 2-3 days. You've bought back the same asset. Can you do that with a building?
You can do that with the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many other tangible things you can. So I think that's the biggest advantage. And then, just apart from that, because it's a developing technology, whatever you invested in, let's go with just that example of a meal. Maybe by the end of the year, it's worth 1.2, 1.3, or even 1.5. It's as easy as that because it's growing technology and it's being adapted in different countries. And you also have to keep into consideration that when you hear countries like Dubai, they're saying like they've incorporated like crypto in their system, right?
For real?
Yeah, there are places like you can just pay with crypto. Clubs, shopping. Actually, most designer stores, I think, from Akina Gucci, Balenciaga, you can actually pay for some items with just crypto.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so
That's
I
really
think if
interesting.
it's
Why does it take us so long for us to jump on something like that? What?
Kenya,
Yeah.
you think it's okay, Sawa, let me just go with what you've just
Ni wapi
said
Kenya-
right now. Ni wapi?
Ni wapi Kenya unaweza lipa na crypto?
I do have that WorldCoin video that people are. Oh, now you're like, you have that WorldCoin. I didn't even know it's that serious. I'm like, these people don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
But they're scrambling for. But, apart from those people, because they don't understand, clearly, for one, they don't understand what crypto is. I think they were just told, like, you'll get free money.
Just go.
And that's why they're there. But there's so much that's into crypto, and I wouldn't want to define it in one sentence, especially if you're trying to learn. I can share some videos with you, of course, teach you more about that, teach you about a bit of know-how here and there about like maybe NFTs and stuff. They're artworks that you can buy and they'll just store value and maybe gain more value.
Later. Yeah.
Trust me, like it's a whole different community, but
I can imagine.
I just can't share all the source of everything that I know because, otherwise what would make us special?
Yeah.
Right? Even you can't share. See, it's the same way like people who are doing thrifts and stuff. It's like, hey, hatuwezi onyesha kila mtu shimo yetu.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you come tomorrow and, the supplies that you're supposed to bring for people, it's like, hey, they're all gone. But, it's just something that I think I'll share some videos. Digital assets are really, really good. And if you get into them when you're young and you know how to move and you're clear, level-headed, you're not drinking, come on. When you become a millionaire, just tell me. Just come back and say, Aki, thank you, by the Shika, by the just for showing
7M.
me. And then now another question would be like, who are some of the people that you can say like, you've looked up to, apart like now from your siblings? Of course, they've done a great job.
Thank you.
So who else would you say like maybe on mainstream? Because a lot of influence comes from mainstream, people that even you see like maybe locally before we go internationally maybe.
Now the problem is I don't have a lot of people I look up to in mainstream media. I feel like most...
Even women?
Tough. They're there.
Oh, that's good.
They're there, but I can't
But
keep
at
them.
least it's you who said it, There are not so many women that people can look up to. That's what you said.
No.
That's not what you said?
No.
I mean, I'm just going with your words.
Please
You can correct
record
it. You
that
can.
I said. Yeah, but it's because I feel like how I've grown up, I feel like all those people were just positioned in my life. These other ones were just adding a little bit of flavor. Like most of the people I'd go to either for business advice, family, friendship, love, they're just within my circle. Yeah, and it can look very short-sighted, but akini ukweli, like that is how it is. Like my aunts have been very, how will I put this, very invested in our lives. My dad's friends, I feel like the way my dad networked, we just have all those people there.
Almost everything that you'd say you need is being provided here and there.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a good thing that you don't have someone for crypto in that circle. So that's why I come in.
Exactly. You know,
So
now that's.
You can just say it's just family, but hey, here we are. Look.
So most of them are my aunties, my dad's friends, my mom's friends. They all serve a specific purpose in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
That's special. Because I also think like right now there's so many differences. I think just with how things are changing, and family settings are not what they used to be. What they used to be. So I mean, when somebody's saying something like that, I also understand that makes you actually a person who respects family values, and I'm sure that's something that's respectable to you.
Yeah, but I think a lot of growth. Like I wasn't like that. Like you grow up with it. You're like, you guys are in my business.
Why? Yeah.
Why are you in my business? And then you interact with other people. They don't know their aunties' names.
Yeah.
Their aunties are not involved in their lives, and then you start really appreciating what these guys were giving you.
Yeah.
So kuna that space where I wasn't really connected with them. But right now we have a very like close-knit relationship. Very, like I can be able to tell them, hey, hapo kuniambia vizuri. Sijui nini. They can be able to take my input, and you feel like they really, really appreciate what I'm saying. Like they want your opinion.
Oh, I had 22-year-olds right now so mature, man. I don't even understand.
It's the exposure. Like I can't give credit to anything else.
Do you think maybe, okay, because let's say you're a lady, right?
Yeah.
Do you think men your age behave the same way?
No.
Would you say they're childish?
They're not childish. They're just less mature.
Less mature means?
They feel like we intimidate them. Yeah. Like you'd sit with someone who's also 22 years old and they're like, mbono uko serious hivo? Like just chill.
Just relax. Maze.
Nini. To roll. Tufanye nini? Like relax. Why you this for? Like why you overworking? Or you tell someone I'm doing this. They're like, why?
Yes, you just relax.
Ama uko na mtoto, because ain't no way you're hustling like that for yourself. That's a lie. Yeah.
Man, I admire that.
You don't really like, it's so hard to get into an intimate relationship with another 22-year-old. Mtaambiana nini?
So what would be the ideal date if you're dating someone? Whether you're single or not, I'm just asking.
28 there.
28 there.
Yeah.
22 tricky.
Wao wenyewe.
You'll come on a date with a ski mask, eh?
Like maybe wako huko nje, but I don't even have like.
You pull up on that date mpaka useme kai.
Kai, gosh, stop. Wewe.
Go on, sorry.
I would want to, like, you know, when you're dating another 22-year-old and you're going through the same things at the same time.
Yeah,
when you're dating someone who's older, shapitia hizo vitu. So it can be really, really stressing you, but anaibuuza. Like, sasa ni nini surely?
I was like, come on, what's
this? Exactly. I might want to go and watch a Barbie movie.
And the
29, 30-year-old I'm dating.
I'm definitely going to watch a Barbie movie.
You see?
It doesn't matter what age I am, first of all.
Come on, but Barbie is nice. I haven't even watched it myself, but I don't know why you men are so opposed to it.
Come on, it's just pink all over. It's pink everywhere. It's just not meant for...
Then who told you red was meant for men?
I know, come on. This is red. Red is a whole different story. Listen, let's wait. What's the theme of the movie?
Pink.
Okay, and what's the storyline?
Just Barbie is like a babe. A very bougie-ass babe. And she has...
So, honestly speaking, why would you want to take a guy through like the Barbie movie?
But there's Ken. Like, she's dating Ken. There is a male character. You guys
nobody cares about Ken. Does he wear pink in the movie?
Yeah, he does.
He wears pink in the movie?
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but for everything else...
More reasons why I'm not going to watch it, by the way.
But it's cute.
But it's okay. I would take you on the date and tell you like, okay, sir, listen.
Okay, Malisa.
Yeah, please do. Kimaliza, it's okay. Just call me. Just call me.
Come on.
Please just let me go, do something else. When you're done, I'll come pick you
But
up.
why do you feel like pink is a feminine color?
I know it's a feminine color. It's not that I think.
So it might be a feminine color, but
Yeah.
does that make you feminine when you wear pink or when you use
Yes.
How? It's
Have
just
you
a
ever dated
color.
anyone who wears pink?
No.
Exactly. Case and point. There you go.
That's not an answer.
It's not about you. It's about just men in general. We'll just say that. It's just
like you can't tell me if my dad decides to wear a pink
He's-
shirt tomorrow, that will
I
make
can
him...
tell you come from a house where your dad will not wear pink. Come on.
You
Stop
know,
playing.
now I have to get my
Stop
dad
playing.
a pink shirt and
Get-
then...
You know what? Actually, like, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm just trying to picture. Even, let's say my daughter got me a shirt and it's pink. You know, I have no choice. If it's my daughter, I clearly love her. I'll just wear the pink. But of course, if she's traveling, going back to like school and see, I have to burn that shirt, of course, eh?
Burning. Acha
Or-
sikuweka kando.
Or if we have a dog in the homestead, I'll play with it and then send you a picture and tell you, like, look at what the dog did,
You're so
honestly.
heartless.
Eh?
That's so
No,
heartless.
but it's just one of those things. We can't explain. I think for me, I can't explain. Sorry, what? Who's that? Okay, hold on. Okay. That's a message, interesting message. That says what? Five what? Okay, hold on, just relax. I won't even talk about that right now. So, that message has just confused me, by the way. So,
It's okay.
where are we? Okay, let's forget about the Barbie movie first of all. Just for now, we can always go back to it, right?
Okay.
I'll go back to it. She's saying like she would want to date someone who wears pink and stuff. You know, maybe you can go and do like, what are they called? You can do the mani-pedis, get you on your knees, you know, just
Come
build all
on.
pink outfits.
I'm just saying, if
Yeah.
you're masculine. You're
Yeah.
masculine. Nothing can take that away from you.
Pink
It's
will.
not about
Oh, pink will.
what you wear or
There's
what you do.
a color
It's
close to
just
pink
you.
that Jay-Z said it's not pink, it's called mauve. It's called mauve.
So you'd rather wear that.
Oh yeah, we're wearing what Jay-Z says.
Because
This is not...
because Jay-Z said.
Yes, he has Beyonce. Come on. If I want... That's... You have to stick
So
to the
if
code.
Jay-Z decides all the men should get manicures and pedicures, will you do it?
Listen, I get
No,
my
that's a
feet
yes
done.
or no question.
If Jay-Z does it, I'll do it. Because he's coming from like a background where he's sold drugs, he's transformed to this person, he's a billionaire. He has rough hair. I mean,
so he has
everything.
earned his street cred.
And he has his street cred, and he has Beyonce. So, I mean, if he does it,
Bruh, let's
Aye.
just go on.
I'll just have to follow the footprint. Yeah. I mean, but he's not doing it. That's the most important thing.
part,
That's
yeah.
the most important thing. But anyway, let's get back to our convo. Because I'm always talking about health, wealth, love, and happiness, right? So just on the health like aspect, how, like, what's your lifestyle on a day-to-day in things that you maybe put health into consideration? Maybe diet-wise, and you have really good skin.
Thank you.
What?
I love
See,
it.
she does, eh?
Asante.
And you have some skincare routine, or this is jeans?
No, I only have sunscreen. That's it.
Which one?
La Roche-Posay.
Hey, okay. At least I use that too. It's kind of, it started work. I never
doesn't.
used to
Do you use sunscreen?
at all. And I ran during the day in the sun, hot sun.
Bruh, that's
Yeah.
dangerous.
I didn't know.
Plus, you don't see the effects now. You see them later.
No, once I started using, that's when I realized, oh, like I
Babes.
actually, like I had really fucked up my like skin. So
yeah.
yeah, but she suggested it, so I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean-
Sunscreen, you might not even have like a whole ass skincare routine, but sunscreen is so important. And Kitambo used to think, but I'm black.
Yeah.
Why the fuck will I
I
need?
used to say
you
that.
curse on here?
Yeah, you can
Okay,
you
okay,
can
okay.
curse. Come on, you can curse if you want.
So why would I need sunscreen and I'm black? Like I already have melanin. I'm already protected. Come on.
Yeah,
But when nilienda skin analysis, bra.
you did skin. Where? Okay.
Yeah, in town, there's a whole building. It's called Bazaar, and then some floor. So you go, you get your skin analyzed, and then they tell you what you need, what you're doing wrong. Like I scratch my eyes a lot because I'm supposed to be wearing specs and I don't. So I don't have wrinkles on my whole face,
Yeah.
but I have a lot of wrinkles around my eyes. You can't see them,
Yeah.
and then they show
I
you how
can't
you're
see.
gonna look when you're like 30. And
Oh, they show you.
yeah, and then I have so many wrinkles around my eyes, like vitu kama hizo.
That's scary, especially if you're not taking care of yourself, and then they show you like, this is how you look.
Yeah, and then they tell you like like at that time I think I was 22. Yeah, like it was early this year. So they tell you you're 22 and your skin is 20 years old. So you're actually doing. So imagine you're 22 and then you're being told your skin is over 25-year-old.
Yeah,
means you're doing shit wrong.
Yeah. So apart from that, anything else? Maybe water, you drink a lot?
I drink a lot of water.
Yeah, because I thought so too. Because magic contributes a lot too, like I think, right?
Yeah, it does. And also diet. Like if you keep taking stuff and then your body fights it, it's going to show on your skin.
Breakout and stuff.
Yeah, you're going to have breakouts. It's going to be irritated.
So what kind of diet are we talking about?
I am not an expert. I just
No, not an expert. Like we just want like your opinion. What do you consider like good, healthy eating for you?
Greens. For real. It doesn't even have to be sukuma wiki. Just take broccoli. Just steam it kidogo, eka garlic and salt. Trust me. I
keep saying this by there all the time. And
it doesn't have to be boring.
Yeah, you can just mix it up. But trust me, like once you include some certain things like in your diet, of course, like for me, I definitely like just hydrate like quite a lot. But I wasn't taking care of my skin. And I think that's where like I was just going wrong with things like simple things like just sunscreen and stuff, and now I've just started like now repairing the face
and, it also feels
everything.
Good, right?
Oh, it feels different once you start taking a good diet and just
even walk
hydrate.
With some level of confidence, because
you feel good. You actually feel good. Even just the foods that you eat. If you're eating like a lot of junk, you kind of find yourself being
I used
lazy
to struggle with eating a lot of junk because you're like, let me just order. Sasa mbona nishuke chini kwa
especially that.
Bra, like hii mwaka ikianza, I was 99 kilos.
99?
What am I doing with 99 kilos at 22?
99?
Bra.
Oh, how much do you weigh now?
80. Which is also like not the best, but compared to 99.
No, it's 80 is okay, kinda.
What
do you think? Like, see, because they measure the
BMI.
Nafaa
kuwa uko 75, but pia mimi spendi venye nakanga nikiwa 25. Like I like myself if
why 75 is too skinny? Like yourself thick or skinny?
Thick. I've tried both and I prefer being kama 2020 bra, I lost weight. Juu hakuna kula out, kumefungwa kila mahali. Nilienda ushago for like the whole year.
So huko it's steamed junk, food nini?
No junk. Ngwashe, sijui mrenda, sijui nini.
Managu, spinach.
Au nunui like kama ni carrot unataka kupika nayo iko hapo kwa. Unaenda unachuna vitunguu ziko hapo, so no processed food. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't like the body. Like inaka, yes, other people like, oh, you look so healthy now, but I didn't like it. I like myself like this.
Okay, now just even speaking of that, do you think there's a kind of like pressure, like also like let's say on social media for other like just maybe girls, friends that you've seen in general of getting like a certain body type?
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing like now people like they can even get, there are places like now in Nairobi you can go get your butt lift,
boob lift,
exactly, all those things.
Fillers. There's a lot of pressure, especially on women. I feel like men
even
don't
like
get it.
I hear there's some stuff like people eat and then just bloats you up kidogo. Is it like chicken food or something? I swear I've heard. Sindio, it's true, right?
Hata nimekumbuka I have a story. There's a time my friends were drinking, so tumeka to mahali.
Wait, before you say that. Oh, that's the wrong one. Wrong one. Okay, anyway, story time, guys.
So one time we were seated with my friends and then mali walikuwa nakunywa, si place yenye watu walikuwa nafaa kukunywa. So that's illegal. So makarao wakakuja alafu wakaanza kutuhanda. Then karao dem walikuwa makarao wawili. Then one cop pulls me aside kwa like, unapakanga nini kwa hips? Bra. Na ako serious. Like, ananiambia chukua namba yangu, utanitumia hizo vitu alafu nikamwambia sawa wewe tuachilieni tu alafu nitakutumia. Mimi kuna kitu yenye napakanga. Like people legit think you can't just be like that and give us the secret, like come on.
But it's genes. Do you think it's genes?
It's genes, my dad's side.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. I think at times, like even when people, I think like, and that's why it's easy to sell anything like to women right now. I would see somebody that genetically they have like curly hair.
And they're selling hair products.
They're telling like other women like, yo, if you buy this, by the trust me,
I
I'm
get
like,
approached
what?
by these people on IG, like they tell you to post their product, like
Yeah.
say this is what I used on my butt, this is what I used on my face, and it's not true, so I just don't do it.
Yeah. Oh, so you don't fall victim to those things of like we're giving you a check, so you'd rather just post.
No, that's wrong, because one of my friends might take the product.
They will. Actually, your friends will. Because they're
like,
with
they
you every
trust
day.
you.
They're like, yo, come, what?
Au
It's worked for
kutuambia,
you.
exactly.
Nipatie.
So they take it.
Nipatie tano.
Kuna tu ka guilt kengine that I'd rather not.
And I think that's why also, like, somebody was asking me about, like, how comes I'm not, like, just taking endorsements to put, like, on the podcast and stuff. I was like, yo, once you start involving other entities, people start pushing their own agendas, you know.
Because now you're a puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now the way you ask, like, yo, can I cuss here? Somebody be like, what? You're paying this corporate money and then you're bringing women who are just cussing out. Like, here you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Whatever you want. So I think that's the best thing that you can go for. Just create a little bit of financial freedom and independence so that even if somebody...
you're not desperate for that money. Because I totally understand other people who do it. Because sasa utado, like the people you're trying to save, they won't save you. So you just have to... Because I was having the discussion, because I don't advocate for some stuff. Like, for example, I don't drink here.
Yeah.
So I'm approached by a company that's selling alcohol. What am I supposed to do? Like, am I supposed to just decide, you know what, I can just take this check. So akaniambia, mimi nonta decide, like, do I take it now and then ifike mahali enye I am confident enough to not take this, like mimi ndo nachagua job.
Offered.
Yeah. Mimi ndo nachagua job, si job inanichagua.
Yeah.
So I think you just have to like grow your brand to your point enye, you know, I can be able to say no to this, yes to this.
That's commendable because right now everyone is saying yes to everything. No. It's like whatever is thrown your way, I'm just saying like start waist trainers. I'm like, listen.
They don't
At least
work.
can you try at least just exercising first?
Or be creative with your whatever you're selling.
Come on. Don't tell people waist trainers, slimming tea, you know. I mean, that's...
You can sell a meal plan. A meal plan will work way better than the products.
And it's actually all about just diet, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, like, you know, for you, I just don't want to leave you because I have so many questions to ask, especially just because you come from a different generation. I'm in my 30s, by the way.
Okay,
so, and it always feels so strange because I just remember being 22 and I'm seeing how people are moving now. I'm just like, when I see somebody doing anything that's a bit serious, just a bit, I'm like, man, I respect that because that already tells you, like, in 5 years, this person will be far. And it just takes that small initiative.
Yeah,
just have a strategy or just attempt doing something. You're good. Yeah. So now let's talk about something else that I've also noticed.
But wait, before even you ask me, I want to like tell people, I still make mistakes.
Yeah, of course.
It's just that I can't come and tell you, but then nilikula pesa ya stock, ama nilikula stock, ama nilipea rafiki yangu. Like, it happens. So you guys, you just see the sale, sold, nini. Don't take everything as you're given. Like, just know it might not work the same for you.
Then tell us some of the few things where you fucked up then.
Yeah, and usually, okay, sometimes you have, like, when I started the trench coat thing, I had like 3K. So need the 3K, you go shop, and then you grow the 3K. But there's so many challenges. Like, my brand was to have the long trench coats. Unaenda soko unapata hakuna the long trench coats. You've already used transport money. You've already... Like, ushaanza to reduce the amount of cash ulikuwa nayo. And then you say, hakuna leo, I'll come back next week. Between hiyo siku na hii, you'll use some of the money. Yeah. Utasema, 200 peke yake, sitarudi. Exactly, sitarudi. So you do that. So sometimes utajipata umekula pesa kidogo, kidogo tu. Ama umechelewa kufanya delivery, your communication has been trash. Like, those things happen. They happen. You just have to, like, grow into it and take feedback. Nakwambia kuna time customer anaweza kwambia kitu kwa like, nataka hata jacket yangu, lakini ni job. Like, you need now, them. So if you need their money, you also need their feedback, because they won't give you the money if you're not working on the feedback.
That's true.
Yeah.
And even just on thrift, because I know, like, I've noticed, like, there's so many other people also, like, do thrift. And what advice would you have, like, just for young girls who are getting into it, or maybe they're thinking, like, this won't be sustainable. Si afadhali, si kuna wababa huku nje. What do you mean? Why am I thrifting and stuff? But you, like I've said, you first of all, you have great natural beauty.
Thank
Of
you.
course, body is banging, of course.
Thank you.
But you see, she's still grinding, Nona. But there's so many other shortcuts you could decide to go with right now, and you haven't gone with them. So what advice would you have to, for those girls who...
There's dignity in labor. And kila kitu yenye unafanya utalipia tu. It will always come back. It might not come back now. It might come back later. And even if you decide, sawa, nimejaribu kila kitu na imenilemea, and this guy is there to support me, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid.
Why do I feel like you're talking to me? Tell them. Tell them. Why?
No, don't be stupid.
You're looking at me, in fact, I'm like, hey, wait.
Other people, like, they really try everything and nothing works.
Yeah,
you feel
true.
like you've tried the thrifting, you've tried to make a shop, you've tried doing don't be dumb. Don't think you're not going to be the same age forever. Your teeth are not going to be perky forever. Nothing. So if you have decided this is the path that I am taking, chukua with pride. Like, kubali, sawa basi, that is what I have decided, but be smart. Because it happens. Even if we, like, in a perfect world, we will hope that it was never going to happen. This was never going to be a point of discussion, yeah? But it is.
It's there.
Be smart.
Because, like, right now, I would always try and think of, or just tell myself, like, maybe I can understand, but then I'm always like, no, I don't want to understand, because there's so many other things. Plus, some haven't even tried them.
Yeah.
Because at least try first of all.
It looks like the easy way, but that's actually the hard way.
Yeah. Like, and especially if your dignity is already like
jeopardized.
Yeah. And even just with that, a segue for that would be like now, because we're talking about like TikTok community. You've built your brand around it and stuff. But we also have this, like, this was also like a discussion, like even in the news and everything. What happens on TikTok or in TikTok past midnight there?
It's crazy.
Yeah, what do you think about that now?
It's crazy. I think sisi wote kuna makosa. Because first of all, kuna uyo mwenye ana put out that kind of content.
Yeah.
And then, mi wanafikiria sawa, yeye basi yeye hafikiri vizuri. But all of us are giving that one person the publicity. Why do we do that?
I don't think I can join such a live. I always...
Exactly, because if I join, it means my friends pia wataona. Like, the algorithm just works in a very weird way. So if I try and...
Once they get a notification, Nani has just joined Nani's live. They go see the live. Oh, shit.
Exactly. So, Sisi, we're supposed to work together. If you feel like this is not the type of community you want to be in, stop giving those people publicity.
Yeah, but... Okay, so but in general, like, okay, let's say, because it's all nudity.
It's so weird.
And it's just some weird stuff that I don't even understand how people are paying for that in the first place. Because I was thinking, like, maybe this person is like, just there's something wrong with them. But now the people who are consuming are also so many. There are so many. Like, okay, it's just, this is just a whole special, different community that I can't relate to. But I don't know.
But it's because one time nilikuwa live, sasa kuna kwa usingizi, mimi nikiingia live saa 9. And then the type of comments, uko like, wait, is this now what we've become? Like, if you decide
towards you or
towards me, they're like, unatuweka, like, are you removing your
clothes? Oh yeah, it's time for nudes, bana. Come on, unatuambia ati thrift. Ini
radio.
Wants to see tits, and then you're here telling guys like, so now this crop top, like,
fuck your crop top. Like, nilikuwa shook na si mtu moja, si mtu like, ni kama hiyo ni time yao, like, wewe ikifika saa 6 enda ukalale, achia watu wa usiku sako vitu zao.
No, that's crazy. But you see, I think that's what I'm saying. Like, TikTok has opened so many different avenues for so many different things.
But the shift may happen so fast. Like,
it was just nice by the
then skits, then the businesses, because there are a lot of babes who sell clothes at guys on lives. After that, now we started selling other things. Like, whoa.
But what do you think about, like, just even maybe, let's say, TikTok or that platform, like, let's say now, because we've seen, like, the way you've said, things keep changing so fast. So what do you think about, like, just that platform, let's say, like, a year from now?
Me, I'm scared, because if we continue, honestly, like, if we continue...
Are you doing slow-mos? Okay.
if we continue to live like that, like the lives ikuwe hivyo, itafika mahali TikTok ifungwe. So they'll be doing that because they're trying to either protect Kenya's name or trying to protect the kids that are also accessing the app. But sasa, so many of us will lose livelihoods because we get paid to sometimes do reviews. We get customers from there. So sisi wote tuna lose. So it's just scary. Like you're just trying, say, now that I am here, let me not worry about the future. Acha tu nishughulike say na getting very like loyal customers. No, when worse comes to us, TikTok ifungwe, itakuwa set.
Because if you think about it now, if we just take a step back and look at it seriously, you know, for us who are outside, like let's say people finish school or in campus and everything, or people are just doing the hustle and stuff. For us, it's just all fun and games. Those ones who can control, they can control. Like me, I'm not participating in this. But now can you try and imagine, and even you just put yourself in those shoes of these young kids who are like in Form 1, Form 2, and they're so impressionable with everything that they're seeing on TikTok and online, and they're trying to be like somebody. And they hear like, okay, Nani's making X, because you know people lie about their numbers a lot. And then they're like, oh, Nani, have you heard Nani's making this much from selling nudes? Nani has made this much from it. What's to stop them from actually even getting into that when they're still even like 16, 15?
That's where the parents come in.
Nobody's going to stop you in Kenya.
We can't stop Akina Megan from dancing naked. But you can be able to control your child as a parent. Who's Megan? Megan the Stallion. You don't know Megan?
Oh, I was just so like, oh, no, I thought like there's a local
like
one.
A babe called Megan?
No, I thought there's a local one who's like doing crazy dances.
No. Like, we can't control what other people do. We can only control, like, we can only do so much in controlling what we consume. So as a parent, unafaa tu kuwa rada, watoto wako wanafanya nini? Like, these things happen. And the kids know. You think your child doesn't know, but they know.
That's what scares me right now. Because, you know, now us, what we share, we don't care. Them, whatever they share, it's a secret. It's a secret.
Unasikia mtu akisema kitu uko, what?
No, it's scary though.
Ulijulia wapi? So I just place all the responsibility on the parents. Like, just ongea, wanajua. Acha kushina pome.
Don't think that they don't know.
They don't know. They're not dumb.
And it's crazy because can you imagine, like, even on the platform, if a kid is in platform and they're talking maybe to like a 40-year-old guy.
I was talking about that yesterday. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like the fact that it's good that we are exposing the kids to like tech, nini, au kuji kujua maneno ya computer ukiwa like 24, 25 huko. So the best thing you can do is expose them, but within some sort of boundary. So you can be able to give your child sawa basi shika EPC ndo utakuwa unafanya nini, but wafunze hizi vitu. Waambie do not befriend people you don't know online, because this person can purport themselves to be like a 16-year-old and then they say, tunaenda leo kwa mall, so we just go. So the sex ed, have sex ed education, age appropriate sex ed. Like whenever you say, let's have sex ed, people think you're telling the kid, this is this, and then you do this. It's not that. There's a way you can talk to a 3-year-old about their body. Sorry, let's say 5-year-old.
Okay, how would you do it? Well, because I'm not like a parent, so I wouldn't know. And
I'm not a parent either, but I am an aunt.
Okay, so how do you do it? Like when you're telling like your nieces and nephews?
Just tell them through songs. Even when I am, you don't know that song for the.
There's Meg the Stallion Uku releasing and City Girls releasing this, and then now.
Where is my 5-year-old niece going to watch City Girls? Surely.
You think they don't know?
City Girls.
You're the one who said it right now. You think they don't know?
That's where the parental control comes in.
Shielding them from until maybe. But once they start going to school, that's it.
But you've already. Unaimagine mtu mwenye kwa class 6 unaanza kumwambia story ya these are your private parts and nobody should touch them.
You know why you have to right now? Because now we're even breeding more creeps.
I'm seeing.
In fact, no, I've just remembered something. No, I've just remembered something. And this was like my friend, because he has like, I think 2-3 kids. But he was saying like there was an incident like around their estate. Like there was this one kid who was going around fingering other kids.
Oh my God, that's so.
I swear to God. Yeah. So, I was like, you have to be joking. That's not something that kids do. So he's like, no, like that's actually what a kid was actually doing around it. Like I was like, I just want to understand what the parents
What's the
do
thought process
around this
the
kid
child.
so that the kid thinks
No, it's okay.
that's comfortable to nini. First of all, it has to get slaps. I'm not even having a discussion of like at nini.
But how
slaps,
will that help?
No, the kid, and of course the parent has to get slaps as well.
Okay.
Because come on, if your kid is fingering other kids, it means
Manze, ata, like having house
where do you
girls
start?
who are unhinged.
Listen, we've seen it in the news. There's
Yeah.
that like that clip. There's a small boy who was saying like, alikuwa ananiambia nichukue kitu yangu.
That's a child.
They are for of course ananiambia nilambe. Come on, so we've seen all these things on nini. So that's why you can, if you think about it now with TikTok, all this porn material online and stuff, you have to even like now tell your kid even when they're much, much younger so that they can be able to comfortably tell you if they notice like there's something that's a bit
odd.
Right? Like, yeah, mommy, somebody did this.
Somebody touched me.
Yeah, or tried to.
Yeah.
I said
but I just
no.
think what you can tell a class 6-year-old is very different to what you can tell a 5-year-old. But for you to be able to have this conversation with a class 6-year-old, start when they are younger, and then now you go unlocking the levels. Exactly. So inafika a place where you can be able to have these conversations. You can tell them about contraception, condoms, nini, all those things.
You
contraception,
have to.
Condom ni contraception method, yeah.
It's
so
still
you can tell them
it's still a
exactly. Just
contraceptive.
equip them with the information.
Yeah.
Because you can't make the decision for them, but when you're confident, they will make a very good decision.
The pressure now is crazy.
Mad.
I don't even want to think how 15,
What
16-year-olds
they're
they are
talking
thinking. Because I see kids, and I'm just like, no, these kids are talking like they
Kwanza
just
on
know
Snapchat, imagine someone can DM you and they're like asking for teeth. Alafu you're like, how old are you? 14. What?
like,
Nikiwa 14,
so,
my biggest issue ilikuwa sijui socks zangu ziko
but
wapi.
so imagine at 40, someone wants to see it. And they're asking. It's not like they're asking. They're like, yo, by there, that's what I want to see.
Hata inasikia goosebumps.
It's like, yo, I'm wasting my time. But yeah, okay. Anyway, that's for parents. For parents who are out there, you just know it. I know it's tricky. And even for me, I'm just trying to think if I get to be a parent, like that's just a big challenge that I'll have to deal with.
I can't talk to my mom about.
Yeah.
Sijui nini, but it's not supposed to be like that because
you're supposed to be able to.
Your parents are the ones who like wanakupenda unconditionally. So hao ndo wanafaa kwa Kiswahili.
No, but think about it. Okay, so let me just do a small nini. Think about it. You know, at times we assume at as me saying this to my parent, but you know they know all these things.
They know, but sasa
you know,
mnaanzaje?
they created you. You know they created you. Look at you. You know they had sex to create you. You know that, right?
Yeah.
At least that's something that you have to end. Even them coming back from like their days and stuff. Yes, they are morally right now and everything, but they also had like a teenage stage and everything.
Yeah.
So they know, and
they know
think
these things.
They know these things.
Feeling.
Yeah. And I think even at times as much as parents, and you know, in fact, not even forget even about like both parents. I think there's a time I used to say like, how comes older women never just tell young girls like, yo, don't do this because you'll end up in this. Yeah. And then it just hit me later. I was like, you know what? Like if you were a hot 19 or 20-year-old girl back in the days, you know exactly how that feeling is. You know how when other people are trying to tell you like, hey, by the way, pana wana nisikilia tu hivu because yeye ni mzee. They know that exact feeling where you can't be told shit because you're at your prime. Like you're hot, people, everybody's approaching you, everyone's just trying to text you. Exactly. But your sis is there just trying to like, she's like, yo, trust me.
Don't make the same mistakes we made when
but
we were your age.
They know that feeling of where you can't just like, you can't tell me shit, by the way. What are you telling me? You're old. Mimi mzee, kwenda huko. Exactly. And I think that's where now I understand why old women are just like, you know what?
Do your thing.
Yeah, do your thing. But I know if you're smart enough, you'll outgrow this. But if you're not smart enough, unfortunately, you won't make it through. And that's just how it is, unfortunately, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, so is life. Okay, now, as we just wind up, because I'm just saying we've already clicked. Can you imagine we've already clocked 1 hour?
It doesn't feel like 1 hour.
Yeah, it's already, it's already 1 hour. So just to, as we wrap it up, I'm just trying to think of, because I always mention like the 4 things: health, wealth, love, and happiness, right? Look at you. Why are you smiling? Are you in any situation right now? You don't have to say it, but we have to talk about just
Uliza
like the
maswali
love
zako
thing.
zote alafu
Yeah.
nijue yenye nitajibu.
Okay,
So that's one.
Are you in a relationship right now? And 2, what kind of person would you be dating right now as that would give you kind of fulfillment? And also, what exactly would you say a 22-year-old like you would look for in a guy? Let's just start with those 3.
Yeah, so sijibu zote, but kama wewe ni smart, if you those that get it, get it.
Yeah.
So, what I think I know.
This is one segment. Mpaka una take time. You're trading carefully.
You know?
It's just like...
What I think I know as a 22-year-old is going to change, whether I want it to change or I don't want it to change. So I want any love situation I am in to understand that I am going to grow. Are they going to be able to stick with me through the growth?
As you grow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are they going to acknowledge that I am mini mtoto? Honestly, like I am a child. Are they going to acknowledge the fact that I am now a child and who I am right now might change? My core values might remain to be the same, but I might not be the same person they fell in love with when I was 22 and now we are 26.
Yeah.
Hivyo tu. I want to be in a place where I know I can depend on my partner. Like I can call them at 3 crying and watanisikiza. I don't want to overthink.
3 p.m. ama 3 a.m.
Nani analianga 3 p.m? Sad nigga hours ni
kuna watu wanapenda kulia pia. Okay, go on.
Like I want to know I can depend on this person. I want to know if I'm fucking up, this person will call me out.
Yeah.
And it won't change the way I feel about them. They're just calling me out because naona mpaka
They care for you,
correct. Exactly.
actually,
Mpaka
zile
kini correct najua hii si wivu, hii si nini, but mseni kwa sababu ananipenda.
Yeah.
So that is what I want, or that's what I'm having. You never know.
You just never know. You never know. You never know.
And just honesty, man. Kana choma ni mbona choma. Kama anafanya poa, the same way you'd acknowledge na kapoa, ni the same way nataka u acknowledge hapa na choma.
Yeah.
Hivyo tu, like, why am I with you if you're only a yes person?
True, that's bad. That's the worst thing that you can have. Somebody who's just saying you fuck up.
Yes. Ama mtu naambia, twende Malindi, twende.
Yeah.
Twende sijui wapi, twende. Hakuna timu tani niambia, bana wewe.
Come on,
tulia,
chill,
relax.
bana.
Nini?
We're in the holiday back to back. Like, just chill. We can do something special after.
Or I'm freaking out about something.
Yeah.
And you can calm me down. Hivyo tu. Yani tu kitu tu simple.
Simple.
Yeah, just that. Like, I just want to know I have someone. Like, there are things I can come to you with, like, really, really big things.
Yeah.
Na sita feel judged. Sita feel, unanipata?
Yeah.
Na feel tu, ni mtu wangu, man.
You have to feel
This
comfortable, at least
friend.
kukuja kumwambia something. Not at like, by
The same way naweza kwambia kuhusu good news is the same way I want to be able to tell you about something I'm struggling with. I don't want to just tell you about the good stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, you haven't mentioned money because that's something that I know right now. Any chick is always like, yo, money.
I am planning on being rich, whether the guy is going to be rich or not. So for the man's ego, I think I'd prefer for you to also be rich. Not
of course.
If I want to invest 1M in crypto, I don't want to do it alone. Or even we can do it half. So if we are doing half losses, tuko na the half loss. If you're doing exactly.
Makes sense.
So kama wewe utadecide you don't want to be rich, manze pole. Mimi lazima ni make it.
Okay, let's say.
Lazima.
Okay, I'm still going to back at like your age group and stuff. Let's say, of course, you've said you can't be dating someone like your age. For sure, that I don't think that will be able to.
It's not even fair because venye nimekuwa nikiongea na other people,
it won't
like
be.
The 22-year-old girl and 22-year-old boy are not the same.
Sawa. So let's go maybe to that. Let's say that 27 or 28-year-old, and maybe he still doesn't have like his shit together.
Is he trying?
I mean, listen, guys, here's the thing with guys. Guys, you'll always see them like today, somebody's just ratchet and still hustling. So you'll never know. Because me, I know in the past people I know in the past people have called me broke. They've laughed at me and stuff. But they actually told me, I can't date
so
because you're too broke.
are you trying to say you're rich now?
No, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying.
No,
Listen,
that's what you said.
Don't misquote me, first of all. Don't misquote me, eh? Fare yangu imekulwa sana. So such rumors cannot be spread, eh? But I'm just saying I'm in a comfortable position right now. Like somebody...
compare na venye ulikuwa ukiwa
come
22.
on, somebody can't call me broke. Now, that's not happening, of course, eh? We'll just slap you with money on your face like, psh, eh? But anyway, just saying that somebody who's still there and still trying to figure it out, like things are not working out. 8 to 5 ndio ile anafanya every day. Anadu hustle yake on the side, anadu something pia on the side. But somehow cash is just not enough.
Mimi kitu yenye siwezi kubali ni mimi najituma na wewe haujitumi. It doesn't matter if you're getting
Explain that.
Imagine mimi nimetoka asubuhi, nimeenda soko, nimekuacha kwa bed.
Of course. Sina roll blunts.
We roll tu. Hivyo tu ndo roll out of the relationship. Out.
You rolled.
So ain't no way. Like ikifika point yenye na feel na do too much.
It's too fun. But you know the craziest part ni nini? I know so many people in that situation.
Imagine, you know,
and I've just never understood it because, like, for me, I know, like, I've always been trying. I've always been trying. So I don't understand how somebody could just be chilling at home and then maybe, like, you know, their girlfriend or nini is just out there grinding from work, side hustle and everything. They just chill. I
won't even find you attractive anymore. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, I won't hate you, but I feel attracted to you. Like, sasa...
Yeah.
Hata toka uende upigwe na Joe rudi tu jioni tutakuwa sawa. Like something, just
piga around kidogo, eh?
Exactly. Plus, now I'm imagining, tuseme I'm in a situation where sawa, I've gotten pregnant. Now what will we do? Because itafika mahali I won't be able to work. Mi sitaki hivyo.
That's true.
I want my kids to say, ati unaniringia na PS, hata babangu got me. You get, kuna tu hiyo. Yeah, there's just something. There's a level of respect you command when you are doing something for yourself. It does hata si lazima uko umefika, but hiyo tu mtu ana notice this is someone you can depend on.
Yeah. But I think even just if you want to get in a serious relationship, just try and make sure at least you have something going on. As a guy, that's the advice I would give you.
Na economy, I swear both. Can you date a babe who doesn't go to work?
They're all broke. Come on.
Wow, tunaitwa broke.
No, sinyi wote. No. But a majority of if I just show you like my phone, it's just people asking for money 24/7. Even the ones who work. So, I mean, I don't even understand anymore.
What happens?
Yeah. So, I don't even know anymore. But I'm not saying, no, listen, I haven't said all women are broke. But I'm just saying, like, there's so many of them that, you know, I just don't know. Because either it's being broke or they just like spending other people's money. Let's just say that. Because how do you explain if somebody's working and they're still asking for money?
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah.
And we're not like in a situation where, like, let's say you're my girl. Because if you're my girlfriend, you can ask me for anything. If you're my girlfriend, ask me for anything.
I remembered something.
Yeah.
You see, mimi naonanga ikiwa same na mse mwenye anafeel amesha make it. So sasa ha move.
How?
Like he got it. So ako sawa. So hakuna hiyo, like, hakuna the grind culture. Like, try other deals.
No, that I don't understand that yet.
No, wait.
Explain.
The same feeling that gives me ni the same feeling na ule mwenye atoki nje. Like, it's so unattractive to me.
Someone who
just do something.
Explain. Oh, he's just chilled because he has.
He has it. He has enough. You're not trying new deals. You're not trying to see
like
what
growing
kind of
further from that.
Exactly. It's inanipea the same vibe. So it doesn't.
So for you, the broke guy and the guy who's made it and is comfortable.
And they're constant. It's unattractive.
What the hell is that now?
Okay.
What's supposed to make you happy? Some people work hard so that they can lay back and relax.
And that's okay.
Listen,
but that's not
you know
my
why?
cup of tea.
You know what happens now? So now if you get pregnant by any chance, 2-3 kids, like, I'm just like, chill, school fees is there, relax, madam. When are we going? I'm planning trips to Dubai. We have to go to Spain.
You see, that's okay because you're moving.
Oh, okay.
My
so at least there's something going on.
Exactly. Alafu, for people who are not busy, they have so much time for you. Me, I don't want you to have too much time for me.
Yeah. Actually, but
like, have a life.
I understand. Have something going on.
You don't even have to, like, just go hike.
Go
walk.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Go get your hair done. Shit like that.
Yeah. No. It makes sense now. I understand. I
Yeah.
completely understand where you're coming from.
I
with
feel
that.
kama the whole time nimekuwa hivi.
No. But nimekuwa nikikusongesha zingine. So we're still good. So anyway, as we wrap it up now, finally, just like a final segue. Because I used to ask these people in like the previous like podcast. I haven't done it in like this one.
Uh-huh.
But what's the one thing right now you think that you're chasing? And let's say like if you got it, you'll have like some form of fulfillment.
I was really opposed to being employed because I was good at what I was doing, but I don't love it. So it just feels like a chore. I did the customer service and I was also in sales for a very long time.
But were you passionate about
I am
that?
passionate about media. I am passionate about videos, about travel. So if I ever get employed in a place where I can be able to travel, even if it's for work, but my problem is coming into an office 7, kitty,
sit down,
5:30. Even if the money is good, there's just something it doesn't do for me. So right now what I'm chasing is doing something that I wholeheartedly enjoy doing, because my dad has done the same job for over 23 years because he enjoys
he loves his
job. He loves his job. I want that. I just want that for myself.
And I think that's also one thing, like just in the new generation and the era where we're in, if you get to do something that you love, I think the results will just be effortless.
Like when you work where you don't want to, unakwanga hivi for 59.5.
I've done an 8 to 5 right now. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Horrible.
I can do an 8 to 5, but I have to love it.
No, like this was, I'm talking about like sitting on a desk now. Ooh. I don't think there's anything to unpair like
plus I don't feel like they utilize my brain
to its full potential. That's what I kept on. And I think if you're a creative or you crave something else,
you can't thrive in that.
You won't.
A lot of my creative friends, like, kama say, what would I want to say? I wasn't doing the vlogging and stuff because I was employed. But the moment niliacha, nilikuwa, wait, I can actually explore this. That is what formal employment does to me. It sucks out the creativity, the inaitwa nini hii kitu ya kutaka kuexplore. It has
what's that?
Is it curiosity?
Curiosity, yeah. You just
nothing.
want new adventures every day.
Vitu zenyu nishamaliza sign, let me go home. Just feel like a zombie.
No wonder at times when you go to certain shops, offices and stuff, there's that person with always like a blank face. And it's just because like they don't really want to be there. They don't want to be there. And at times you want to blame them, but they're just trying to think of how they can break out from this matrix situation and stuff. But anyway, are you getting into vlogging anytime soon? More vlogs? Or what should people expect from you?
I want to explore the full potential of my vlogging because I have very many vlogging like ideas. So either that or YouTube, plus I have my own personal podcast that I stopped doing when I got into formal employment. So I want to go back to that.
Do it. Do it. Because I think I even saw your feature in a podcast. I was like, yo, why isn't she just doing... Because you're already like recording yourself and stuff. So,
might as well, right?
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
If you ever need any help or advice in some of those things...
This is so impressive. Like
the
setup is...
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate.
You're welcome.
I'm glad, like, people understand once they come here. They're like, okay, now we understand. So I appreciate you coming to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, I wish you all the best in everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
And hopefully, maybe if you want to do another one before the end of the year.
I would love to do that again.
Do you want to do another one soon or by the end of the year? You tell me.
Yeah. Me, I'm game.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I enjoy talking to people.
So I'll just figure out like how I can pick like topics that we can run through. Probably monthly if you want. I can just call you like once a month.
Yeah, because this is also practice for me as well. Like,
yes. Yeah. And you just never know what other opportunity will come from.
Yeah.
You just never know. So now, I think if you have your platforms that you'd want to mention so that people know where they can find you and all that, just let them know.
Okay, so I am _ Sisinei. That is SISINE for elephant I everywhere. Yeah.
So make sure you follow her, subscribe to all her platforms, just get to know more about her. Super awesome person. This is the first time like we're actually meeting.
Yeah.
And
We look like
just
we've
look at
known
the
each other
energy. Yeah. The energy is amazing. And, I can't wait for what the future holds.
Me too.
Have other people hosted you on their platforms?
No, you're actually the first person.
Listen, scout talent as well, guys. The Kisscapades podcast is your gateway to holistic growth and personal transformation. Together we'll unlock the secrets to living a life of health, wealth, love, and happiness. So make sure to tune in every week and join us as we explore the essence of what it means to truly thrive. And lastly, show us some love and support in our social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, basically all the social media platforms that, support podcasting will definitely be there. Even with the short clips and reels, you can find us there. And lastly, don't be shy with feedback, suggestions, or any questions that you might have in regards to the episodes or our podcast. It's the Kisscapades podcast. Goodbye.